talking about people not getting back to you and the Americans. Is it impossible now to have a matchroom fighter fight an Al Heyman fighter? Is that now just impossible to make?
No, we do that all the time.
Meaning now, obviously, with his new deal with Fox.
I know. Right, see, no, I mean, there's Al Heyman. There's supposed Al Heyman fighters signed to us. You know, Danny Jacobs, Jesse Vargas. You know, so.
But they'll only fight on your network.
Yeah, what are you saying? Will I let them fight on other and vice versa? The thing is I believe that Al Heyman's fighters don't have contracts with Showtime. Well, they can't have, because otherwise I wouldn't be approaching them and I'd be in trouble. And they don't have promotional contract. I mean, there's fighters. I won't mention any names, but there's fighters that I'll spread this out so you won't know who it is, who've won in the last month on Showtime. That I'm speaking to are calling me up saying, I'm out of contract, I don't have a promotional contract, can you make me an offer? But what a time to be a fighter, because we're making offers, ESPN are making offers, and Al will be desperately trying to hang on to them. And you know, you look at someone like, I don't know, Shawn Porter, right? He come out in the paper and says, I'm a free agent, right? So you just boxed on Showtime, won the world title, and you're a free agent. You can go to any other network. That's not great security for Showtime. So Shawn Porter, I'll make Shawn Porter an offer. I understand Bob Arum already has. And what happens then is, I'll make him an offer, Bob makes him an offer, he goes back to Al, and he says, fuck me, look at that offer. And Al will have to say only one thing, I'll match it. It's going to get very, very expensive, and it's probably going to ruin everyone's business, but it will be a fight to the death, and our sleeves are tucked up and ready to go.
We were talking to FightHype, we were talking to Mikey last night in America, and he was talking about how he met Steven Espinoza, Errol Spence at an after party after the Barclays event, and he talked about that, how much he wants that fight. Now, I know you've gone on the record to say that you want to sign Mikey. Is it difficult to sign a fighter who then would say, well, I want to fight the best in welterweight, but actually, if I sign with Eddie Hearn, this fight is with Al, it's going to be impossible to make?
Yeah, but again, I don't believe Errol Spence has a contract with Showtime. So,
but how do you then convince them?
By offering them a ridiculous sum of money. That's how you convince a fighter to take a deal.
But it's still taking time, isn't it?
Of course, it's going to take years. We're 3 months in. We're 3 months in, and on our platform, we have the biggest star in world boxing, Anthony Joshua. We have the undisputed cruiserweight world champion, Alexander Usyk. We have Jesse Vargas. We have the light welterweight world champion, Maurice Hooker. We have the super bantamweight champion, Danny Roman. We have the light heavyweight world champion, Artur Beterbiev. We have the unified women's world champion, Katie Taylor. We have soon-to-be middleweight world champion, Demetrius Andrade. We're 3 months in. Like, you know, and you only have to look at your interviews, or some of your other interviews, to see what we're up against. Like, the bitterness is real. You know, you look at Richard Schaefer, people like that. Richard Schaefer is like, when we start signing some of these people that we're talking to now, he's going to be like rolling around on the floor, just stamping it, going, no, no! Like, he's that bitter, because he can't get a TV deal. Richard Schaefer can't get a US TV deal. You know, all these other people, oh, they said it was the biggest deal, and now Fox is the biggest. No, it's not, by the way. Fox and Showtime, cumulatively, is not a bigger deal than the DAZN deal. Who cares? It's fucking irrelevant. I'm the outsider. I'm not the front runner. But I'm the one who's going to come and shock you all. And when I look at Dickie Schaefer, I just think, what are you doing? You can't even get a TV deal, mate. You're yesterday's news. So let me do my thing, and maybe I'll give you a job one day. You know?
Because you are working with Lou as well now. So.
Yeah, but Lou's going to make a lot of money out of what we're doing. And Lou's smart. Now, we have our bickering back and forwards, but Lou's big enough to go, do you know what? I see a little opportunity with me with the zone. Look at what he's done with Tevin Farmer. Fucking Tevin Farmer's making a fortune. DeBella will be as well. And other fighters that we'll be working on together. So I expect to do a lot of business with Lou DeBella. I expect to do a lot of business with everybody. I'm doing business with Yvonne Michelle. You know, I'm doing business with Thompson Boxing. I might be doing business with Main Events, with World of Boxing. It doesn't bother me. This isn't an ego crusade to go out there and say, well, I'm going to steal your fighters and it's Eddie Hearn only. Look how many co-promotions I'm doing. Usyk with K2. Doesn't matter. It's not about owning fighters. It's about having them on one network and putting on great fights and building a brilliant team of fighters. So, you know, but I'm just like, I'm in about 10 years' time, you're going to be interviewing me, right? And I'm going to be the most bitter, horrible man going, like all these other geezers. Do you know what I mean?
He won't make it. It's not a big deal anyway. I mean, who are DAZN? Who's watching DAZN? Fuck me, mate.
Relax. Why are you so bothered? If you ain't bothered, why are you behaving like you're behaving? I'll tell you why, because you're fucking petrified. That's why. So we're going to have some fun. And if we don't crack it, we don't crack it. But tell me another UK promoter that's gone out there and done not just $1 billion deal, a $10 million deal, or any deal with a US broadcaster. I don't even think it's even existed. And we're not talking about airing our UK fights on with an American broadcaster. We've been doing that for years. We're talking about promoting 16 shows a year with the biggest budget out there. So give me a pat on the back. Say, go on, son, you're the fucking young Brit going to smash up the US market. Take them all on, disrupt the system. And by the way, if I was a fighter, I would be saying this is unbelievable. And a lot of fighters just want me to make them an offer so they can go back to their other guy. Good luck to them. Great time for boxing.